Okay, in this case, we're doing 67/7. And we've got a number of fractions here that either have like an n in them, or an m, or an n plus 1, or an n plus 2, or an m plus 1. I use little circles here to represent the size of these. It says that n is smaller than m, so I have a little n being smaller than the m. And then n plus 1 is this small n plus 1 extra dot. N plus 2 is the small n plus 2 extra dots. And the m plus 1 is the big M plus the 1 extra dot. So this just sort of helps me understand the relative sizes of these things. And it wants to know which of these fractions is the largest and which is the smallest. So remember, in order to make a fraction as large as possible, we want the largest thing on top and the smallest possible thing on bottom. And for smallest, we want the opposite, smallest on top and largest on bottom. So let's find the largest. I'm just going to compare each one. Which one's bigger, this one or this one? Well, this one is bigger because in the numerators they're the same size, but in this case the denominator is smaller, and a smaller denominator will make the whole fraction bigger. So this one's bigger than this one. Let's check this one versus this one. Well, this one's bigger than this one because the denominators are the same, but this one, the numerator's larger. So this one's bigger. Let's compare this one and this one. These two are very difficult to compare because neither the numerator or the denominators match up. So we're going to do an indirect comparison. I'm going to compare this one to this one. Clearly, this one is smaller than this one because the numerators are the same, but the denominators, this one's bigger, so that means this fraction's smaller. So this one's smaller than this one, and this one's smaller than this one, so this one's still the biggest. And then if we're going to compare this one to this one's definitely bigger because the numerator's bigger and the denominator's smaller, which makes the whole fraction the biggest. So this is the biggest. As far as the smallest goes, let's compare, we know it's not this one, so forget about that one. Let's compare this one and this one. They're difficult because both the numerator and the denominators are different. So let's compare, let's see here, let's start over here. This one and this one, which one's smaller? Well, this one, because the denominator is smaller or bigger than this one. So this one's smaller than this one. So now let's do this one and this one. This one's still smaller because the denominator is bigger than this one. So this is the smallest. And then let's compare this one to this one. Okay, let's see here. The denominator's bigger in this one or here, and the numerator's smaller. So this one's the smallest. Done.